Yerana utsakoya slome, tasikwa dogadi. Onchuga, walaita onchuga. Bum 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 onchuga, walaita onchuga.
Welcome back to the Double Vision Show. My name is Max Taya.
And I am Prince Ali Wadeni.
And today we are heading to the other half of the Twin Cities.
St. Paul.
And what are we doing over in St. Paul, man?
We're gonna go see my buddy Lelna, who said if you want to try Ethiopian food, you gotta try the most authentic Ethiopian food in Minnesota, which is in St. Paul.
Is that so?
Yes.
No way. Okay, I would love to go. I heard it's very spicy. So if you guys can't handle the heat, be careful.
Or bring some milk from home. That's what I did.
This is a hot episode.
Oh, definitely. Oh man, I can feel it already. I'm
gonna start sweating. I can't handle it. Whew. All right, guys, we'll see you there.
See ya.
Hello, hello.
Hello. This is Lelna Max.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
My name is Max.
And I'm Ali, as you know. I said if you're gonna go try Ethiopian food, we gotta find the expert. We had to go fly a drone to find Lelna, but we found her.
You got it.
That works for me. That's good. You guys picked a great spot.
I'm excited to try it.
Tell us about this place.
So this
How do you
is
pronounce it first?
this is Bolé
Bolé.
Ethiopian cuisine. Bolé is the international airport where everybody lands when they come to Ethiopia. It's the center spot where people meet to have fun and connect with others. So that's where it's named from. I think it's also where the owner and his wife met each other.
Really?
I did not know that. I've been to Bolé before.
Have you?
I had an Injera there. It was good.
Wow.
I needed milk, but it was good.
You need milk and hot. Spicy Injera?
Oh,
Oh, with the sauce, yeah.
yeah. I saw my eyes come out.
That's good.
Really?
That's how you know it's really good.
Yes.
That's what I love.
Definitely.
I've had spicy food before to the point where it feels like there's a bonfire happening in my mouth. Every time I breathe, I feel like I'm fanning the fire.
Uh-huh.
It's just too much.
Feels like dragon, huh?
Yeah, it literally like fire.
Definitely. Tell us a little bit about the Ethiopian community.
Ethiopian community is, I think it's the second largest here in the U.S.
Yes.
It's in Minnesota. We have different ethnic groups here, variety of people, different age groups. I've been here for 22 years now, so I've been here for a while.
Yes.
So I'm excited. I always love bringing people here. This is like my second home, like next to my mother's cooking. This is like the next spot for me to be at. So I'm
That's
glad
beautiful.
to be here.
Definitely. We've been asking people a question, which was, why do Africans choose Minnesota? It's the coldest state.
I completely agree. I question, about 7-8 months of the year why I'm here and why
As we all
I've
do.
managed to stay here. I think Minnesota has been a good home for
Yes,
people because of education and like family. It's a family kind of spot. It's a it's a Midwest vibe.
Yeah.
It has a good, I don't know, there's something good about it. So you
Homey,
have
calm.
Homey,
Definitely.
calm,
It's nice
very-
though.
yeah.
It's nice.
More welcoming than New York and Seattle, I can tell you
Yeah,
that.
it's not busy,
Yeah.
so it definitely has a homey feel, and I think that's why people pick it, and they like the family life here.
Absolutely. When you hear Ethiopia, what is one food that comes to your mind?
It depends on what region you're from.
Yeah.
So as a diaspora, I will give my opinion. I
Yes,
think
go
other
ahead.
people have
everybody has
different
different.
opinions.
Definitely.
So what I've seen here is people order Durawatt. Durawatt is like a chicken stew that people love here, and it's actually the center food that people have on holidays. So like on Easter, Christmas, that's what they have. So it's a favorite here too. That's definitely like a center culture food. Kutfo is another one. It's a raw ground beef, raw or medium rare cooked dish with herbal Ethiopian butter. It's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what kind of herbs do they use in the butter?
That's a good question for
Do they got
somebody
their
else.
frankincense in there?
Yeah.
I can
We gotta find
find
this,
out for you.
definitely.
I know some of them in Amharic, but I can't comment in English what they would be. But we'll find out.
There's
You
so
try.
many.
What are they in
Yeah.
Amharic? What are they selling?
Kosarat is one.
Kosarat?
Kosarat is one. That's a butter that looks like that's the main one. But it's usually like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Everybody makes it a little bit different, but 4 or 5 herbal herbs that people use.
What I heard is you eat Injera with everything. If it means rice, spaghetti. I even saw when I was in Addis, someone grabbed like Injera and I grabbed the spaghetti with it.
Yeah. It's actually, I don't know why, like people, I think it's good. It's
Really?
so good. Especially like, we're not
Yeah.
talking about pasta that's like
Yeah.
marinara sauce, right? Like
Yeah.
for Ethiopians, we make our marinara sauce like we make other wet, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it usually has berbere in there. It
Yeah.
has those
Bedwa?
like, berbere, that's the
What's
red,
berbere?
red pepper, red
Okay.
pepper that we use. So anything that's like red typically has berbere, that's a wet, or is kitfo.
Yeah.
But it's usually like, it's not like your typical ragu, like
No.
apple. No, it's actually
Special.
like really
Yeah.
special. So when you have pasta with
Yeah.
with the marinara sauce, it's actually as good as like, you know,
Really?
if you're eating it with wet, you know. So we do that in my
That's
house.
pretty awesome.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
It's very
definitely.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna have to
really
give that a go.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I know that some people, like, I know some of the adopted kids, they've told
Yeah.
me, like, they even get injera, like, they'll get injera out and
Yeah.
put, like, maple syrup. Or
Yeah,
Really? Almost like
like
crepes
a
or
pancakes.
pancakes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
pretty good.
That's funny.
I know we do
Yeah.
that,
That's
like,
inventive.
It is.
I've had
Yeah.
when I have a certain craving for it, I'll make toast and put like, you know, maple syrup on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Butter.
It makes sense.
French
I
toast
never
slash
even
pancakes
considered
slash
it.
waffles. all
I
in
mean,
one.
that's how food is, though. You like it's all invented, like you know,
It is,
like you
it
can
is.
just do whatever, you know.
It
That's
really
the beauty of it.
Uh,
Yeah.
So
Make it
for
whatever you want.
Definitely.
Yeah, this beer has a very nice palate to it. It's light, but it has a little hint of hoppiness coming in after.
Yeah.
And it's very light. You know, it's something I could enjoy with a bit of Injera. And I found myself, you know, I might come back and buy this St. George beer once again.
Good. We like that. That's good.
The food is gonna come soon, then you will eat with it.
Yeah.
Don't just dip.
No, I'm not gonna.
All right, all right.
This isn't goat soup, my friend.
It was without the soup.
Without the soup? Yeah. Fine. This is not goat soup.
That's what we did. We were at the Somali restaurant. We actually dipped the malawa into the. Have you ever tried malawa before?
It's basically crepes.
Oh, okay.
Basically, not almost.
Yeah.
It's a Somali crepe with like a little different take on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you dip it in?
Like the soup, whatever you like.
Oh.
Yeah, you can eat it with ada, you can eat it with the tea, you can even dip it in
Plain.
in
Oh, the tea, that would
in
be
the tea.
chaos.
For someone who never tried Ethiopian food, for someone who's kind of new to it, because I ate before it was hot, I'm like, you know what, I gotta stop. What are you gonna order for us today?
So I ordered, so we just tried this a little
Yeah.
bit ago. It's
Yeah.
called the crispy kitfo roll. This is a special in the house. It's an appetizer. So it is, it's made on crispy injera,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's rolled. But inside of it, you'll have the special kitfo. So it
Okay,
is
yeah.
the ground beef with the collard greens and some cottage cheese blended in there as well. And it's all rolled, and it's like comes in a.
What's the deal
Yeah.
with Ethiopians and cottage cheese? That sounds like a very Wisconsin white people type of deal. Because I've known
I think-
cottage cheese curds, all that kind of
Yeah.
cheese products.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's
they've
the,
been
it's the only
relegated to
thing
one.
that like that doesn't have heat. Like so, I think it's probably one of outside of butter, maybe
Yeah.
like the only other
That kind of
dairy kind of thing
contrast
that we have.
and calms
it's a
down the
contrast,
capsaicin.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
So that's generally how we use cottage cheese
Yeah.
is for that purpose. You usually see it presented with katol, because katol tends to have that meat sauce made with it's hot. They usually put it on the tables as well, so you can add it and do that. But it also comes with things like Durawatt and things like that.
One question. When we went to the Somali food, the Somali restaurant first, that was our first episode, we had to eat with our hands. So in the Ethiopian community, do we get silverware, do we get a spoon, do we get knife, do we eat with our hands?
You
How do we eat in
definitely eat with your
Ethiopia?
hands.
Okay.
You
Do
would-
they use utensils here or no?
people ask for utensils, but
They're not
not
served
good.
with.
yeah, it's no.
It's like
I don't know how you grab injera with this spoon.
It's not. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
comfortable. I don't even know, but I think it's easier than people think. It's just uncomfortable because in the
Yeah.
U.S. we're not used to eating with our hands. But it's actually just like grabbing a little piece of the injera and
Yep.
you just put it over whatever it is you want, and then
Yeah.
you just grab and eat. you know?
Definitely.
That's beautiful.
Last question.
What's the last question
If
you
it
have?
gets too spicy, can we get milk?
You can't get milk.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Then I'm ready for the food then.
Let's rock and roll, man. Hey,
So now we're making a maggot. Maggot is Bolé's signature, so we're in the process of it. But
very cool. And what is in that?
you have Fir Fir. It's based on Ethiopian sauce. Usually make Durawatt and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the base. And then you have dry tips. And then we have a kitfo. On top of that is going to be the kitfo. So there's the layers of food.
Multiple layers.
Multiple
Wow.
layers, yeah.
And then what meat is this?
Beef.
Beef. Okay, very nice.
How do you say beef in Haring?
Berry.
Bari?
Berry.
Bari. Is this one of the more popular dishes?
Yes. This is our signature dish. Looks like a mountain.
Really?
So you'll see the final.
That's amazing.
Get the
Do you find yourself just making concoctions in the kitchen sometimes?
location.
Yeah, just like nothing official recipe, but just trying out mixtures.
No, my wife does. I don't.
She's more of
I follow the orders.
She's more of the laboratory
I follow the orders.
scientist in the kitchen. Is more
Yes,
her.
yes, that's her. It's all her.
Oh yeah. That looks good.
So put that and sorry, foods. That's like a beef jerky. It's, we call it quanta.
So I see you're putting a bit of Injera in there.
Yes. So this is what we call quanta Fir Fir. Yep, that's what it is. So that's gonna be the base of the magic.
Ah, okay.
That's the second layer,
Okay.
the direct tips.
ስቀመጥ ሆነም ስነሳ በፍቅርሽ ብዛት አመመኝ
I got
So this is not actually, I mean, it is raw meat, but you have meat, which is the spiciest spice we got.
What is that spice? Can you hold that up again?
It's called mitmita.
Mipita?
Yep. This is the spices. It's a chili powder, but it has its own flavor. And of course, it's a Bolé spice. So I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Okay. Secret ingredients.
It is. That's what makes the kids food special.
Very cool.
So mix it together very well. In this case, they ordered well done. So
You would have taken it out by now if it was already.
oh yeah, just right away when it gets a little warm.
Yeah.
That's when we usually take
It's
it
all
out.
still red.
Yeah. So a lot of people like it really red. So that is well done. So this is gonna go right on top of the steps. So all those ingredients goes all the way together, and that's when you get the real taste of that magic. Alright, so then you top it with gomen kitfo.
Say that again?
We call it the gomen kitfo. It's actually kale, collard greens, mixed with butter and other spices. And you have cottage cheese on it. So
Is this goat cottage cheese or cow?
cow. And then you just top it with little garnish. You just
Little jalapeno. Just for good measure.
Yes. So
No mango in this at all?
no mango.
No mango.
No mango. All
Everyone
right.
says that. It's the worst one to have in my hand.
So it's ready to go.
What are we having here? My goodness, this looks delightful. What is this?
So it has like 4 or 5 things in there. There's all of our beef, there's ground beef, there's dry beef, and there's collard cheese and grease.
Beautiful. Thank you. And what do we call this?
Majid.
Majid. Thank you.
Like majestic, but
Yes.
you don't add the S and all that to it.
Majid.
So Lelna, you never tried this before?
I actually have. This is one of my favorites.
One of your favorite.
It is one of my favorites.
This looks nice here. This is like a
It's just
little.
a salad. It's like a house salad.
Yeah.
Is it as spicy as last time?
Probably.
Probably.
I might need one more of this to kind of clench my throat.
I would say like you could use the cottage cheese and the
To cool
collard
it down,
greens.
yeah.
Cool it down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Use the jalapeno to cool it down, you know, less spicy.
You know,
Yeah, you know.
when I was in Ethiopia, because you know that what is it called? It's not Fanta. It's something else. It's something else that's made in Ethiopia.
Fanta?
Fanta is like
The soda.
Something.
this soda, yeah.
There's something else called it's like-
Mirinda.
Mirinda, that's what it was.
Mirinda.
So I had the spicy food and I ate it. I was like, oh, so hot. And then I had the Mirinda. I was like, oh, I was
like-
burning for
yeah.
days.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're
I'm
ready.
pretty sure it's like the bottom layer that would be the hottest.
All right.
But yeah, you guys dive in. I'm gonna grab you some more injera so you guys have some more injera.
Thank you.
All right,
inside
thank
too.
you.
Ooh,
Thank
it's
you.
sticky.
Sticky. So this, you know how to eat it, right?
Sort of.
So you grab this little bit here.
Wow.
Grab a little bit here like
real Ethiopian.
I do feel like really Ethiopian. So on him. I feel like an export.
It's already spicy, you can tell.
Yeah. That's good. Spicy enough.
Well, you said what?
Spicy enough.
Yeah. This looks like a gauze strip you just put it on.
Yeah. For those of you guys, oh shit, you want to turn that one on?
Yes.
I'll get closer to the light a little bit so you can cover the light a little bit. Beautiful. Why does the light make you look better with your hair? Like looks fuller?
It's a silhouette effect. This is perfect. It's like stretchy and reflexive where you can actually grab the meat and kind of contour
Yeah.
running out.
Yeah, but that's okay though.
This
Yeah,
is
no.
great. You can grab it around the meat. It's sort of reflexive where you can get
Yeah.
around the different products and still grab it without it ripping. It's very nice. Elastic. Wow. Wow. I love how there's all the different contrasts from the collard greens and the kale, providing some nutritional substance and a little bit of countering moisture to the meat. Is just so nice and rich, but not too heavy. It's very light at the same time while being kind of contrasted with the cottage cheese to sort of balance the heat. It's fabulous. How do you say it? Oh,
Buna.
that's
That's
perfect.
what I think. Is it buna?
Bunna, yep.
Buna.
What's this here? No.
So this is frankincense. It's actually
wow.
smoked away, but
Yeah.
I smell it though. It's
good.
very nice.
So we
Little
coffee
cups.
is coffee is little cups, but we do 3 rounds.
Oh wow.
Technically 3 or 4 rounds, depending on how you count.
Yeah.
So this is our makeshift, like
Yeah.
new way of serving coffee in the restaurant.
Yeah, definitely. Looks nice.
So this is our jabana. You guys have the little scenes in front of you guys, and this is frankincense.
The lemon color patterns and the stitching, as well as the tarp up here.
Yep.
It feels very much Native
Love our
American.
artwork like that.
Ojibwe, Dakota, Shokpe, some of these tribes. Yeah, that's very cool.
So you pour it from the jabana.
Oh. Is this very hot? Slightly.
Slightly, yeah. I think it might have been cooled off because we were
It
sitting
was
and
good,
eating.
yeah.
Conversing.
Yep. we are a coffee culture.
Oh yeah,
We love our coffee.
I agree
Strong
with
coffee.
this concept. I'm a big fan of this concept, coffee.
Strong coffee.
It's almost Italian at the end. Oh, I think, is that the influence?
Is it?
Is that,
no,
is
the
that how
Italians were
it,
in Eritrea, not in Ethiopia. I'm gonna be awake till 4 a.m. tonight.
cheers?
I know for the fact. I feel like I'm in Addis though.
That's good. That's a
Artist
vibe,
life.
right?
Wow, look at
Yeah.
this. I love the little, there's such an attention to detail in the Ethiopian
There
cuisine
is.
and culture. Everything from the holder of the coffee pot to the little
The artwork.
plate
Yeah.
on the coffee cup itself. There seems to be tribal storytelling going on here. Is there passing of like a goat here, or what is this animal?
I think it's from Greek, bro. I'm kidding.
I don't know.
Doesn't look like Ethiopian though. Stuff. Is it Ethiopian?
It's
Is this identical? We have the same one as you?
Yeah, it's Ethiopian artwork.
Okay.
Cause the faces, those are typical.
Okay.
There's a way we draw faces. I wish there was
Yeah.
more of that natural artwork, but
It's almost like a modernist type.
the way that we draw faces is very similar. So like if you look at other Ethiopian artwork,
Yeah. With the
way-
big eyes.
with the big eyes and the
Yeah.
like
It's
oval
exaggerated
face.
features.
Yeah. This is a fairly new artwork. Not
Oh, yeah.
I mean the last couple of years. And it's been shipped overseas a lot over the last couple of years. But
From Ethiopia.
From Ethiopia, yeah. So these are new artwork type of plates and like silverware and things that are come through. But this is a whole set. So the plate, the coffee, the sini, and the jabana actually comes in white with the same,
Yeah.
like I think it's clay, but same polished look as that, which is it's more artistic.
Yeah.
Our jabanas are typically black or brown, depending on what region.
And what
they come
material
from.
is this? Like a cast iron almost?
I would think so, yeah. Right.
And it's all one solid piece, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's tremendous.
The jabana is like the holy grail.
Yeah.
Like you don't mess with it, you don't
No,
break it.
it's like
That's
the
your
genie
mom.
bottle.
Yeah, it really is. It's like
Yeah.
mom's special thing. Like the
Oh.
one thing you don't break in the kitchen in Ethiopian household is the jabana.
And if you break it, get a ticket, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
that
It's hard.
serious.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
they're
It's a little baby.
They're easy to break.
Yeah.
Are they?
They are easy to break. And they are because this one's like heavier one. The other ones are like thinner.
Thin ceramic?
Thinner. Yeah. Yeah.
This is like almost
this
like
is
cast
this is
iron.
a little bit thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Intended so because it's a restaurant. You know.
Someone might rob it.
Yeah,
Industrial.
How many things?
Yeah,
It's as
definitely.
industrial as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
But the other ones definitely break easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go through a couple of them in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see such attention to detail in the artistry on the little plates as well, and I think that's just so cool. There's so much attention to the little stuff. And
Yeah.
you can take it for granted, but for myself, being someone who's new to the culture, I think it's a beautiful
Definitely.
appreciation for something like a mealtime where you can converse and ask someone how their day's been and
Yeah.
just be able to share that experience.
Yeah.
It's really great.
One of the last fun facts that I want to hear from Lelna is how many languages is spoken in Ethiopia?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I have to look up a number for you, but back in the day we used to reference over 80.
Yeah. I heard
but
91.
There's so many dialects.
Yeah.
Of those 80 languages
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
So 80
there's-
languages and then
there's-
multiple dialects
there's
segmenting
multiple
off of that.
dialects, yeah. So there's definitely lost count. Or
Yeah.
lots of-
Wow. They could be
but-
more than
Too many to
90.
count.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
way
And are they
too many.
multiplying to an extent?
I don't know.
hard-
I would
hard to
assume
keep
so.
track.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to keep track. Like with dialects are, dialects, so they're
Yeah.
spoken in rural areas. Or,
Yeah, definitely.
So you wouldn't be able to keep track of them. Yeah.
By the way, you heard of cut before, right?
Yeah, of course.
It grows in Ethiopia. It
Not
comes from
Somalia?
Ethiopia. No, Somalia they eat it. That's it. They chew. They chew.
The largest export to Somalia is cotton.
They spend $2 billion just to get cotton.
Wow. Why don't you guys grow your own cotton?
Oh, I have no idea. We'll have to find out.
Is it the climate?
Yeah.
Is it the climate?
Um,
We'll have to do
probably.
I was telling him we have to do like a speech at one of my old schools
Mm-hmm.
while we're chewing cotton and just like see how it goes.
You know, the first time you eat cotton, you will get high, but after that, you'll be okay.
Well, then I have to do it my first time. I have to go speak in front of my old school and be like, this is the Double Vision show. And what I've been able to do, you know, guys, you can go to college, that's one route.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you can build something great for yourself. Oh my God, I'm seeing spirits and shit.
Actually,
Go on a whole nother round.
First time I actually chewed cut, I was in Injera.
Yeah.
And we were talking to a ghost. We were talking about ghosts before we started, you know, before I started chewing. So I started chewing, I was sweating for a little bit. And then I remember after like 2 hours, I was talking to the ghost. I swear to God, she actually came to life. She was talking to me for at least 6 hours. I swear to God, that was like the last time I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna chew cut from now on. Then I wonder, I'm like,
Only on the weekends.
right. But I'm thinking the big, like the drivers from city to city, that's what they chew cut.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So, yeah.
It's like,
I'm like,
it's
what
like
if- yeah.
semi-drivers doing the tobacco chew.
Yeah.
But that's different though.
Coca leaves, you can do that too. It's not as intense
Tobacco
as
doesn't get you
coca.
high though. Have you ever tried cut?
If you've ever smoked a cigar,
Yeah.
that's legal somehow. But you're on a different planet. You're just like floating for like a 10-minute period.
Yeah.
It's I'm not a big cigar guy, but
Yeah.
you think you see people just smoking them, like you see old men very wise, like, oh, just smoking some. He's like floating right now. Like
Yeah.
if he's halfway through it, floating. It's a bizarre experience.
Yeah, but I think cut is like it's naturally grown, like you just cut off from the trees, you just start chewing from it straight up, you know, nothing added
That's what they
to
do with
it.
coca leaves. Coca leaves is
Coca
much
leaf.
more of a regulated, quote unquote, high, if you will. And I haven't done it, but this is from secondhand experience listening.
Yeah.
That it's very similar. It's more of a natural stimulant and actually can be good for you because it has some like phytonutrients, almost like a green tea,
Yeah.
as opposed to being like a hyper concentrated form that's, you know, digested some other way.
So when Lelna is gonna come with us back to Ethiopia on that trip, and she's gonna have to try the cut with us because I don't want to try by myself.
I'll try it.
My parents will kill me.
on camera.
So,
good with
so is it
that.
bad to chew because it grows in Ethiopia? Don't they chew cut? 'Cause I
I'm
know.
sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure it depends on what region you're in, but
What clan, maybe
Oh,
what household?
you go to Harar.
Yeah,
I
it's
I
a
met
tradition.
Hadar, is that a part
Yeah.
of Ethiopia?
Yeah, it's like right in the middle,
Where? Okay, middle.
yeah, central. I saw a 10-year-old chewing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That of
if
course
they
happens.
can do it, I can do it. I couldn't do it.
couldn't do
I couldn't do it.
That guy was just walking. Like it was nothing. Just like
I
holding
will
the grocery
watch.
bags.
I
Yeah.
will gladly watch you guys. Definitely.
And in
try
case
this.
anything goes wrong, you will cover us.
At least I'll be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
You'll be our chaperone
Yeah,
for the evening.
definitely.
That'd be nice,
I
yeah.
might laugh. I'm not gonna laugh.
I'll try to fly the drone. I'll fly the drone. There's no tall buildings, so it'll be good. There's not going to
Oh
hit
my
anything.
Oh, there is tall buildings in Addis, but we go down to the countryside.
There's no ocean, though, in Ethiopia, right? It's very it's landlocked.
It's
Yeah.
landlocked.
But you could get like if you go out a little bit outside the city, like it's so beautiful.
Oh,
You can see all the stars.
It's just so stunning, beautiful.
and that's
What's the
that's-
terrain
that's
like? Is it more mountainous or flat plains?
Ethiopia?
Right.
Mountains.
Mountains, really.
Yeah. They actually, the only two countries that actually still have wolves is Somalia and Ethiopia.
Native wolves?
Yeah.
What about like Canada?
Although those are different wolves. So these are like different like generation of wolves.
Right.
These wolves are actually skinnier, like a little bit. Where these ones are a little bit kinda, you know.
bigger, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. But Ethiopia mountains definitely. The biggest rock in the world is actually in Ethiopia. It's like
Biggest one piece of rock.
Yep, it's like two trucks. It looks like two big trucks. And it's actually floating in the air.
Which one's that?
What do you mean, floating in the air?
It's close to Harar.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually floating in the air.
wow.
I don't
Yeah.
follow.
I kind of want to look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, man, like, there's so much. This is so beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
when I went there, we went through 4 of, like, the top tourist spots. So we went through Lalibela, Gondar, Bahar Dar, Aksum. And it was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely amazing.
Definitely. We gotta go. We gotta
I'm excited.
go. But I was
I'm
playing.
very amped up after this meal.
The rock is actually
And I don't know if
floating
it's
in
just
the
the
air.
coffee.
Yeah. The rock is actually floating in the air.
How so? Like you
No,
can
okay.
walk under it.
No, I'm talking about like you can actually see this actually between the two rocks.
It's like sandwiched.
Yeah, it's like you can see this far off.
But is it connected on the sides?
No, nothing. It's just floating in the air. That's what's magic about. That's the magic.
My brain cannot be wrapped around that.
I know,
you
like,
had-
some of these things
well,
you
you had
gotta
too much
see it.
coffee, yeah.
Like, okay. It's not. You sure it's not a mirage in the? You know what I mean? The heat.
I actually put my hand under it because I thought, I'm like, for years and years, thousands of years, it didn't go down. What if it goes down on you? That's what I was thinking when I was putting my hand under
No,
it. I mean,
are there
whatever
rocks
comes to
around
mind.
it? Are there
yeah.
rocks around it, or it's literally?
No, it's actually just not around it. It's just floating in the air, but there's another one right
Okay,
under
but-
it.
Well, like, okay, so if this is the rock, is it like this, and you're putting your hand under it like this, or is it literally?
Literally like that, and then there's another rock right here. And then we actually walked around it. Like it will take about 6 minutes just to get around it, so you can see it. Other side of the same.
Wow. Okay.
I have to go. I'm very eager.
That's what we're bringing Lelna with us.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I would gladly go.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in again, guys. I'll see you guys on the next episode, which is the German food.
Yes, Windsor Stube. We will see you in Windsor Stube, but for now we are signing out from Bolé.
What do you want to say before we sign up? What do you want to say to the people who are watching you?
Make sure you try Ethiopian food. Make sure
Yeah.
you come, if you're in Minnesota, come by Bolé. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll be part of the family.
It is the most authentic food in town, I can tell you that.
Period.
Definitely.
Yeah, you can get a little bit of frankincense, just aroma. No, it's a full olfactory and sensory experience.
And if you're coming on Thursday night and it's like 9 p.m., don't drink this because you won't be able to go to work on Friday.
No. All right, guys, we're out of here. Double Vision Show.
Yeranaw takoya slome tasikwa dogadi onchuga walaita onchuga bum 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 onchuga walaita onchuga hure walada taketa atai bitakane aubade onchuga walaita onchuga mamila kichene onchuga walaita onchuga